You see right, Halo Infinite. I've been waiting a while to get my hands on playing the tech demo or the beta test, however you want to put it. We got in there. Thank you 343 for selecting your boy. This is my first weekend, and all this video is just basically showing you some first impressions. I didn't come across a lot of bugs on some of my playthroughs, but check out what we have in store. First thing you'll notice when you in this video that you'll see we have different options for customization. For example, we have the new Mark 7 armor. Now there's several options that you can do to customize your personal Spartan. We get to do the helmet, chest pieces, visor, legs, arms, shoulders, even your grenade packs. Now I won't lie, Halo 5 Guardians had a bunch of customization items for that game. This one gets a little deeper because now we have some new things in the game. For example, now this year we have a battle pass where you'll also be able to get new customization pieces, an XP experience boost, and also, you know, reminisce of Halo Reach, where we had one of our Spartans that had amputee arm. In this game, in Halo Infinite, you'll be able to add your own amputee piece if that's what you choose. For example, if you want an amputee leg, the arm, you can make your Spartan have just that. So it gives you a kind of definitely a personalized idea of what you want your Spartan to be, and you can, you know, add some mythos to your Spartan when you get ready to play multiplayer this December. Also, you'll notice that for changing the colors and modifying the colors, you no longer can select your own personal colors from now on. That's a bad thing for me, because now there's preset colors for your Spartan, and I'll be honest, there's some really cool looking ones, but I also like the option to select my own colors, and that appears to not be here. So just think about that you'll have to select some type of preset, and hopefully you'll like it, but you may not get exactly what you're looking for because your colors won't be there. And you'll also be able to customize your weapons at the weapons bench. And I guess I shouldn't say customize. This isn't customize. This is not Warzone. More like change the colors. So change the skins of your weapons. So think Apex Legends, where you're able to change the skins of your weapons, and you can do that there at the weapons bench. Perfect. And man, do these vehicles look pretty cool on next gen Xbox Series X. But of course, we're getting some new vehicles. Basically the traditional vehicles, Mongoose, Warthog, and of course classics like Scorpion is also back, with newcomers like the Wasp, Razorback, Gungoose, and the Rocket Hog. Interesting. And reminisce of Destiny, 343 Industries looks like they've taken the idea of the AI companion, the Ghost from Destiny, and now you have your own, personal AI, reminiscent of Cortana, and they have their own names, they have their own voice.
Spartan.
Look, I'll be honest. I'm kind of new.
I am honored.
Throughout the gameplay and the matches, they'll talk and tell you, the score updates and stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. You can change their color as well. So I'm assuming. I wonder how this translates to the main game and whether you can customize your own AI in the story as well, and see how much they have to do in the storyline. But that's pretty cool, interesting. So if you want your own Cortana or Jarvis, you have something there. And of course, with every new Halo comes the new weapons. For example, in this tech demo, I got to try out the Ravager, and it's basically like a grenade launcher energy weapon. And it, when you pull the trigger, it basically shoots out a volley of energy. And what's pretty cool about it is that it creates like these this plasma gas residue, almost like poison in a way that affects. I don't know if it's like a lingering effect or anything, but that's what it looks like, and that's how it feels. That's pretty cool. The skewer is something interesting you'll see a lot in some of the gameplay. It's a long range weapon that shoots out like these piercing harpoon type things, like spikes. Think about spikes. It shoots out spikes, but the reload is very slow. It can only shoot like one at a time. So try to hit them with the first one, because if you don't, you're probably dead. The shock rifle is another one. It's basically an electricity weapon, and what you'll see is that when you shoot it toward an enemy where other enemies are around, it'll send a electrical charge to those enemies as well. So that's pretty cool. So it's definitely I want to say it's kind of weak a little bit, but you'll notice that for several of the weapons, like you really need to have a good shot. The needler, for example, the needler probably needs to be boosted a little bit more, because using the needler is not as deadly effective like in previous Halos. So, like, for example, the needler is only effective if, like, I got my opponent directly in front of me and I'm letting off the whole clip. But you know how usually with the needler follows the enemy to an extent? Well, if they go behind, if they're able to get behind something in time and you let off a whole clip, the needler doesn't finish them off. So the time to kill is something you'll notice in this game. The time to kill is way longer. That may be a good or a bad thing. I guess you will see. So if you're ready to jump back into Halo, I think for the most part, you may be slightly disappointed with the graphics. The graphics could use, a more powerful engine, especially when you're expecting, some great visuals from a premium console like the Xbox Series X. But if you're just worried about the gameplay and you're just ready to jump into the multiplayer, jump into the story, you might not really care. This might be enough for you, and if that's the case, I think you will be content. The guns feel great. I like the customization for the most part. I'm ready to play some Halo, man. December's a long way. Next time, we have another fleet technical demo for next weekend. Hopefully there'll be some new maps, some different maps, and I'll get to play a little bit more with the other guns and the other weapons. Till next time, Oh, let me make sure I add that this particular video I didn't really show much of the abilities like the shield or the overshield or even the grapple hook, which I have issues with. So I'll talk about that in more detail next weekend. So until then, guys, hope you enjoy what you see. This is Jay from the SHU Program. Holla at your boy. Peace.